The free-to-play Int Kale is a very, very good free-to-play card. She's a very good support type unit who could be very helpful on the Universal Survival Arc team, or really any other team with Universal Survival Arc category units. Plus, Kale is on several different categories because of the way her transformation, basically they felt she deserved full power. She's on Pure Saiyan's Universal Survival Arc, so she gets a lot of love here. And I figured she is a decent enough unit that I did not mind going ahead and giving her that rainbow star. Boom! There we go. I will be curious to see how good she'll be when the Dokkan Fest exclusive hit comes out, who I think presumably will be the representatives of Universe 6 category leader. Alright guys, so we're going to be showing off Kale on the Universal Survival Arc team, of course, because that is really the best place for her, but, she does have the 4 category teams, and you really can make a good case for her being on all 4, because she is a support unit for the Universal Survival Arc category, of course, but there's a lot of those units in all of the categories that Kale is in. The Universal Survival Arc, the Peppy Gals, Pure Saiyan, and Full Power. Of course, you do have the best unit in the game, LR Goku and Frieza. They are in the Full Power category, they're in the Universal Survival Arc category, so of course they get buffed pretty substantially by this Kale. So, since LR Goku and Frieza is pretty much the best unit in the game, it is, you can, bring this Kale, basically, as one of their partners. She does link up decently, of course, with LR Goku and Frieza. They do have Rival Duo, right? Sometimes I do forget on the specifics. Yeah, they do have Rival Duo. So, Kale's got Rival Duo. She's got Tournament of Power with them, so she's got enough that, she can make it work. Plus, of course, her buff from her passive, which is going to be very, very nice. The Peppy Gals team, this Kale, I think, could be actually a pretty decent option, if you're going to take down category Super Battle Road, for example. Because this Kale, there's Kefla, who is probably the best Peppy Gals category unit. And then, of course, we also have Caulifla, who's, pretty decent. And then you have Tech Android 18 as well, who's really strong. I guess really even the STR Ribrianne will probably be one of the harder hitters on the Peppy Gal team. And then even the Int Ribrianne also very, very strong. So I'm going to do a Peppy Gals, yeah, let's get Kefla off rotation. I am going to do a Peppy Gals category Super Battle Road video pretty soon here. There's a number of waifu cards that I'm going to be awakening and, rainbowing over the next couple days. So I probably will hop into that Super Battle Road stage. I might bring this Kale, bring her, Caulifla, Kefla, 18, both Ribriannes. That would be a pretty solid team to actually go ahead and take down that stage. Again, the Peppy Gals stage is, I would say, probably without question, going to be the easiest stage in all of Super Battle Road. Does she have... Nah, it's just only with Topo. Alright, so we can have Topo super attack first. That'll give Kale a little bit of a buff, so we'll go ahead and see what she is capable of doing, what attacks that she can kind of bring out. Now again, she is a support unit. She is also a free-to-play support unit. So, we're not expecting, crazy, monstrous numbers out of her, but she should be able to do pretty decent damage. Alright, 500k. Again, that's not bad. That's decent enough, considering Kale is, a completely free-to-play unit. And then Jiren's going to wipe up Frieza here with the 100% chance to crit on stunned units. Goodbye, Frieza. Oh, wow, he survived. I'm actually impressed. Okay, and then we'll push off 17 right there. Perfect. We'll probably leave just Jiren and Blue Vegeta right there. So, the Universal Survival Arc team is very, very good. You have several strong support units on the team, because you've got God Topo as well. You have all of these Dokkan Fest units. I feel like there is a lot more filler units they could add to the category. Of course, we still need an Ultimate Gohan, Tien, Master Roshi, Krillin. There's still so many fighters from the Tournament of Power that don't have cards as well. So there's still a decent amount they could do with this category team, before all is said and done. And then, of course, you still have the monsters, LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, LR UI Goku, LR Jiren, those cards will be ridiculously powerful whenever they finally get iterations. Put them alongside LR Goku and Frieza. It's going to be so easy for LRs on this category to get their 18P Super because all these units have that Tournament of Power link. So that's why I really, really love the Universal Survival Arc team. It just works very, very efficiently with that Tournament of Power link. But that's why, some units I'm not the biggest fan of using, like Skinny Boo and stuff like that, just because they don't have that Tournament of Power link. It's so important when building this team to get that, because it just makes all these units practically interchangeable. There is no miss super attacks on this team. All of these units just absolutely tear through events like butter. And then, it's like Jiren is the leader of the team, and Jiren is ridiculous. Especially in stages like Super Battle Road. I'm thinking that they're probably going to make the Universal Survival Arc stage very annoying, the way they did with Realm of Gods. But even so, Jiren is still going to be very, very effective, getting those stuns. Having a double Jiren team in a Super Battle Road category stage, he gets those stuns off at all, and it's GG. You're good to go. Sorry, yeah, we'll just keep doing it like this. Kale and God Topo, I love it. Two rainbow support units. They were capable of kind of bringing up the slack today. They were able to defend a pretty decent amount here. Of course, Topo is going to get stunned right here because Frieza has what, a 70% chance to stun or whatever. Wow, impressive. With 18 around plus, 17. With 17 around plus Kale, Topo was able to completely defend against Golden Frieza's attacks. That's very impressive to me. So Topo only needed a little bit of a defensive buff for his defense to be good enough, which, 17 is a big part of providing. So, of course, if Topo's not taking damage, we already know 17 is not taking damage. And then this probably will be the final turn that we have to see right here. We'll go ahead and let Kefla, Blue Vegeta, and them take it out. So, I did decide to rainbow this Int Kale. I felt like she could be pretty useful on some teams. Wow, we got a Dokkan attack? It is so rare to get Dokkan attacks. Oh my. Okay. I'm stunned. That's okay, sure. We got a Dokkan attack. I didn't mind rainbowing this unit because, this Kale is a unit that, I'm going to be using, for, certain category teams, certain Super Battle Road stages. I think she can be pretty useful even though she is a free-to-play unit. So, at this point, I'm going to rainbow basically, any units that are going to be decent or I see fit. Of course, it's been a little while since I've rainbowed her. I've had her kind of just sitting around waiting. I figured, with the new Ribrianne cards and stuff, this would be a good time to do the video with Kale. Another unit I had previously 100% but not done a video on yet is Future Android 18. I think now is probably a good time. Kind of this sort of Peppy Gals little moment in time right now, as that banner is newly out on JP with a lot of the awakenings for the waifu characters. So, alright, we'll before we finish up the video, we'll go ahead and do the quick breakdown on her. Again, a lot of you guys should be very familiar with her because she is, of course, on Global Dokkan. She is, a pretty solid unit. If you did rainbow her, I don't think it was a mistake or anything like that. She is good enough that she will be able to help you out in different, various stages and stuff. So let's go ahead and look at her real quick before we finish up for today. So this right here, this is well-honed body and mind Super Saiyan 2 Kale. So one important thing is she can be used alongside the physical Kale, who is one of the harder hitters on the team. Of course, Blue Vegeta and LR Goku and Frieza have surpassed that physical Kale, but she still hits tremendously hard. Her leader skill is Int Type Key 2, HP attack and defense 30%. Her super attack is the Resist Blast, which does supreme damage and lowers defense. Her passive skill, Khalifa's Seal of Approval, is Universal Survival Saga Category Allies Key 2 and attack and defense 30%, which is very good, especially for a free-to-play unit. Her links are Super Saiyan, Battlefield Diva, Rival Duo, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and Prepare for Battle. So she does have pretty good links for a number of these teams that she can be on. And her 12K multiplier is 140%, which again, for a free-to-play unit is fine. Like, that's not bad at all. They made her pretty damn good for being a free-to-play unit. Really, even the SCR Khalifa, who released alongside this Kale, was also pretty damn good. And of course, she's got 4 categories. Here's the Peppy Gals, which again, I'll probably take her onto that Super Battle Road category stage, kind of see how well she performs with all the other TOP, waifu characters there are. Of course, we have the Universal Survival Saga here, which is probably her best team, just because all the units here, will get buffed from her passive. Here we have the Pure Saiyan team, which, again, she can be effective there because there are some very powerful, Universal Survival Saga Pure Saiyans, like UI Goku. Evolution Blue Vegeta is the leader. We're only going to get more in the future. AJL God Goku is in there. We could get, LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, LR Ultra Instinct Goku. We could get, a Tournament of Power Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Like, there's still so many units they could release into the Pure Saiyan category from the Tournament of Power that I don't think it's sort of a stretch to say she could be very useful on that team. And then lastly, she's on the Full Power team, which again, she could be pretty useful because Evolution Blue Vegeta, Angel Golden Frieza, LR Goku and Frieza, UI Goku, all those units are all on the Full Power category. Full Power category quietly, wait, no, I said UI Goku. UI Goku is not on the Full Power category, right? Yeah, he's not. But there's a lot of good Universal Survival Arc units on that Full Power category. And the Full Power team, I would actually say, is a team that is pretty much sort of underrated at this point. It's a very powerful team. A lot, some of the new additions have really made the team run a lot smoother, like LR Goku and Frieza. So, alright guys, here we go. There is Int Kale, very strong unit. Definitely don't sleep on her. Don't be scared to rainbow her if you are a global player, because again, she can be helpful for that Peppy Gal Super Battle Road category stage, which is probably going to be the easiest stage and the best place for many players to get the LR Goku Super Battle Road reward, who is very good, unlike the LR Kid Gohan, who is the reward for the first 10 stages. The LR Goku is actually very solid. So, thanks guys for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.